Well, it wasn't my idea to adapt it. It was the Avi Kareen who I wrote it with, and yeah, I mean, it's not the best anecdote, but I guess he presumably had the idea at some stage in his head, and I just thought the book was the premise of it was so interesting that someone so invisible that if their exact replica appears, no one even notices, seemed funny to me. And also that when that person points it out to other people, everyone goes, yeah, I suppose, yeah, maybe. And that's as remarkable as they find it. Just seemed very interesting, and I hadn't really felt like I'd read anything like that.
You mentioned, and I think it's definitely worth drawing attention to, David Crank's production design, because this is
That's
really...
David applauding himself. It's a very...
I think there's such an extraordinary collaboration in realizing that very particular vision that you put, that you create with this world. Can you talk about the visual ideas behind the film?
I mean, he's very good, David. It was great, and I suppose the idea was slightly as if, if you say have like a Finnish information film in the 50s, what they would think the future would look like. So nothing in, those Finnish information films. But so nothing in it looks historically accurate because none of that stuff was ever made, and neither is it in the future because it's already obsolete. So it's just a alternate, odd misjudgment, which is hopefully my headstone. So, yeah. And then, he does the bulk of it, I'd say, in terms of the work. And so, you have that as an idea, and it was all going to be at night, and so that leads to a certain kind of, you need to light it then, and, stuff like that.
Jesse, can I ask you at what stage you became involved in the film, and also I think the challenges of performing two versions of a character?
I actually got involved even prior to reading the script because I met with Richard and I saw his movie and he told me that he was writing a doppelganger movie, and it sounded obviously really interesting as an actor to have the opportunity to do something like that. And I watched his movie and thought that I would do anything for him because you could tell from that movie how great the acting is in it, that you could tell that the director worked so wonderfully with the actors. Every role, irrespective of size, is so wonderful and so unique and special.
This was Transformers 2.
Yep. Good.
I did second unit on that. I did second unit, and some of the pickup shots were Megan Fox.
It felt like first unit. And then, the challenges were, I guess, mostly technical and boring to address in a forum like this. But it was mostly just a lot of fun because, you can kind of, use your imagination. A lot of times when you're working with another actor, which is always the case in any kind of traditional movie, you're trying to strip away what they are personally and just think of them as the character. And in a situation like this, if there was a scene where I was performing alongside myself, I could kind of just use my imagination and not have to, have the obstacle of stripping away what you know about the person.
With the Japanese music, I saw the Blue Comets on a rerun of Ed Sullivan ages ago, and just really liked, the song Blue Chateau, which I guess was their big hit, and then just looked into, I bought a record. I mean, there's not much more to say than that, and just always thought it would be good music to be in a film. And then I was in Atlanta in the hit movie The Watch, which is apparently, I've not seen it, but I've heard it's maybe the best film of all time. And I'm really excited to see it one day. But I don't. It's kind of like when you want to save up Proust. You know, you don't want to. You go, what am I going to do now? I've read the best thing I've ever going to read. And they had a 60s radio, and Sukiyaki was on that a lot. And yeah, then just Amazon recommends, and did a lot of the rest.